Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to our second last episode of Don't Starve Together, where it's been a rough start to the week. At the end of last week, I got killed by the hounds, which was mostly due to my stupidity about the keybinds. Last episode, though, I can only guess that because I had, taken out or killed too many of the little rabbits with enough time, that we had them basically spawn and decide to kill us for it. Don't Starve is one of the survival games where I feel like it kind of falls into a category with Ark, where it's like, you have to almost know the game you're playing before you play it. Like, you have to go to outside sources for a lot of the information you might need and want in order to, like, just be able to get along or get things done in it. Okay, we'll toss that in there. Probably a bad idea to do that immediately after having died like I did, but I've got to do something to help offset what's going on right now. So we'll try doing that and just see what that makes. Like, for the little bits that I was able to get accomplished, like the bit of our farm we've got going, the 2 machines for getting all of our blueprints and stuff it really is minor in the grand scheme of what all the game has on offer, but I feel like the game needs to provide a lot more information to the player about, like, what things mean what. Like, prime example is the fencing sword here. You would think because it uses a spear and flint, it would be as strong as the regular spear and an actual weapon. But it's not really for that at all. The fencing part literally means if you make, like, a fence item and place it down, it just spins it around. In fact, we'll show that right now, and the only way I learned that was because Okay, we'll take that. Okay, I could have sworn I've made... Okay, maybe I have to be around the science machine to do it, but... Yeah, I'll make up one of those, and I'll put it down, and we'll show off what the fencing sword is actually used for. Oh, no, I guess it's... Yeah, right-click. Build the fence. That. Let me take that out, equip it. Yeah, so that's what it's used for. It's just for rotating these pieces around. So why is it in the weapons section, and how would you know that's what it's used for more than a weapon? The only way you probably would is, again, you go outside to learn that information, or through whatever moon logic you decide, I'm going to try and see about using the fencing sword on a fence and what that means. It's a weird approach for you to have, like, the logic, in my opinion, towards that. But we're at well, kind of survived 27 days, not really with the 2 deaths we've had. I don't honestly know if there's anything else I really want to go for and do, given, like, how rough it's been going, or I just want to try to wait out winter. Maybe we'll try the Balatro machine again, see if we can get any luck there. There's some berries we could probably gather. But I don't really know if I want to go out exploring, because that's another paradox that kind of is about Don't Starve's design, is you want to have a base and operation sort of set up, so you're constantly ensuring you've got food, resources, etc. But that kind of goes against heading out to explore, because you've got to try to make sure your base stays all right. It's a really strange mix of a number of parts to it. Again, I would love to be better at the game and know everything that kind of goes on with it, but I don't really have a good way of doing that, and as we've seen, it's not always straightforward of, okay, well, you just have to change small things you're doing here and there for it. I don't even have any trees that are close enough to really try chopping down that are full size. I don't think I really have much else to make right now either, do I? Tingle node? Okay, odd. I guess maybe that's like an electric fence? But, like, you can see there's so many things to try crafting and making or building and completing. A basilisk wing. A circuit extractor, corny slush. Circuit extractor, nightmare fuel. A hammer. Yeah, like there's so much here. Electric darts, blow darts, fire dart. All I can really do is just wait out the evening right now. There's not too much else I can really think of trying to do. Other than maybe just trying a full veggie mix. I don't know if maybe veggie-wise that'll help get a little bit of health back for us or not. More than likely not. And last one in there. Trying to think if there's even anything else I could try making up as, like, a way of knowing, like, when the seasons might be changing again. There's a thermal measurer, a tent. Did I accidentally press something that made that up? I know my mouse has been having some double left-click issues. Probably did. Like, what structures are there? Tackle receptacle, cartographer desk, press a whatever, rainometer. I can't remember if there was something that you could actually use to... Okay, well that's actually helpful to see right there, the punching bag. I actually might prototype that to have. I was talking about, like, wanting a way to know, like, how good our equipment actually is. Of course, this will probably take off a bit of our damage to do so. So that does 51. A swipe with the axe is 27. And let me just see about making up a spear quickly. Okay, so the regular spear does 34. I'll take the fencing sword out, attack. That does 34 too. But again, I think the spear... Spear's faster for its strike than the sword is for its. Okay, so at least that's one way of not having to go outside the game to learn, like, how strong the certain weapons are in that. But where was that in... See, it wasn't in combat, so it must have been in structure somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah, down here with, like, the bright boxer, the shadow boxer. Is there anything else in here that'd be useful to try making up? Lightning rod, ice fling-o-matic, rainometer, thermal measurer, nightlight, ocean trawler kit, think tank. Nothing that I could really see that helped me to know, like, when the seasons are shifting again. Cooking-wise, we basically only have the drying rack, or the salt box we haven't really made, so the ice box is doing well enough on that regard, I think. Gardener hat, bird... Yeah, nothing really standing out as, like, I should make or seems like really would be helpful to have. I know I'm probably wasting a number of things trying to cook with that too, but... it is what it is. Already got sunset again. I better grab the axe and see if I can get a few more logs cut. And even with the earmuffs on, we're starting to have the ice form very quickly on. And, yeah, there goes that. Okay, we'll grab all we can and then get right back to around the fire. And try not to freeze. I'll probably want to pick up the thermal stone and start carrying it with us for these days ahead, given how cold it is getting. Let me see. For the thermometer... I think I've got 2 gold nuggets, don't I? Actually, no, I won't, because I think... Okay, no, I do have some excess. So, you know what, let me grab all the wood that's in here. Ah, shit, I only got 12 of them. Okay, we'll put down the thermal measure, so at least we have that. And it basically looks like it's as cold as it can go right now. Let's see about making ourselves up a new gold axe. Because we'll definitely need to be getting more wood come tomorrow. And yeah, with how large the, like, total evening is on the little wheel there, I'm imagining we have to be pretty well into, like, middle of winter, if not getting towards its tail end. Although the days have been feeling like they've been getting short and shorter stuff that's actually gone on, just because of how it's been a bit of a struggle for me. There, I should keep that going for a while. It looks like it's even light enough that I can get these planted, too. Okay, that's done. We'll equip the watering can. I'm not sure how watering in winter works, but we can. Get that over there, and back by the firelight. And yeah, okay, so that doesn't work at night. Might as well just swap those out. And wait for the new morning. God, even just from the cold itself, we're down to only sitting at 35 health. It really is a losing game once you kind of get to this point. It feels like it takes a lot to get ourselves just coming back a bit. But see, I could try making up the straw roll, because that apparently does have, like, some healing effect. I wonder if... I'll probably try grabbing thermal stone, go check the trap where we had the spiders caught at, and see. Yeah, okay, so that one's gone for the evening, totally. And I want to check, if I attack with that, it does actually take a bit of durability off the weapon to do so. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't, since it's more like just, again, a test dummy, but there's always trade-off. Okay. We've got the golden pickaxe, that's doing fine. I've got the luxury axe, so we'll be able to get more wood readily come tomorrow. I'll see about trying to get ourselves a little bit more health. And then basically just try to get through another day. Oh. And unfortunately, the hounds are back. Now, I don't know with my death if that would, like, reset them to only, like, having 2 or 3 show up. Or if I'll have to be contending with a group of, like, the 5 that we saw the one time there. But I'll see if I can get over and find the, yeah, we don't want to touch the penguin eggs. I'm pretty sure if we do, they'll get mad at us and attack. Unfortunately, just some monster meat. None of the silk that I was or well, the spider glands I was hoping they would drop. Yeah, I do hear that. I don't have anything else I can think I can really, like... Oh! A varglet. And 3 regular hounds. God, I want to attack one in particular, and then yeah. Yeah, that is my problem when it comes to Don't Starve. It's very difficult to seem to practically learn the game. It feels like there's so much that's so punishing. You don't get good options to stay in-game and learn it all. Like, prime example, I'm trying to take down just one at a time. I've got 4 of the dang things on me. And I'm supposed to just, like, try to watch the animations they do to know when to be able to get in, and... I'm reminded more and more of why I only come back to the game in passing glances. It seems to need a lot when it comes to, like, some better design choices, and just some basics that I think other survival craft games, it should probably learn from. Like, for wanting to try to deny the player a lot of ranged options as much as it can, it feels like it's really at the negative of the experience for it. Okay, I don't know why he burst into flames. But we'll grab all of our stuff again. And yeah, I basically got like so little health left. And unfortunately, even with those ashes we just got, I can't really do anything. Because we need the spider glands to make up any of the healing stuff. And how did that catch on fire? Like, what is going on here? Oh, boy. At this rate, it's going to be a miracle if I even make it through to the end of winter. I was like, there's a point where our health is just going to be absolutely nothing to be able to do anything with it. It kind of feels like once you get to a point in Don't Starve where you're having a lot of difficulty, you might as well just start from complete scratch again. Like, I have no idea what set the fire off there, or... The only thing I can think of is maybe because the torch was on the ground, it was somehow able to, like, light on fire the hound, and then that spread to the fence. But I don't even know if that is the case, like, how that went. Do I have any extra ashes stored anywhere? Not really. Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if I have anything I want to... I'm thinking I'm just going to try to bring the season to a close, and once that's kind of done, it'll all be over. Like, I do have 4 pieces of silk, but I don't know if I could really make anything with that would help us out that much. Because, like, there was... Yeah, like, there is the bird trap I guess I could try making up. I know that is, I generally believe, how we get the feathers for... you know, to make, like, some of the darts. I do know where the reeds are we could get. But man, did things go downhill quick for how we were doing. Like, it just seemed with those hounds that attacked us that last day, everything from there has spiraled completely downwards on us. Oh, actually, I didn't even realize I could actually transmute meat into, or the morsels into the meat. Because with that, I'd actually be able to then, I think, maybe make the ham bad. I'd have to find a house to break down, but that'd be a way to do that. Moon rock, we need marble for that. Beard hair. See, I don't think there's anything I can really make with the beefalo wool. That'd be that helpful. Like, we've got... Well, I need the horn for that, so I can't make that. The raincoat needs tentacle spots and bone shards. I mean, we actually have that. Bush hat. Top hat only needs silk for it. Yeah, I'm going to drop the thermal stone again, just let that heat up. I don't know if it actually will heat up in our inventory, if it's right with us or not. I've got some niter, so I could make gold nuggets if needed. Actually, probably I can make up one more. I guess might as well do that, because we'll probably use it for something. Marble bean. Again, I've got to figure out the double-clicking issue that's going on with my mouse. I just mean to, like, click over to examine it, not truly make it up. Alright, I also might as well grab the hammer and knock that down, because thermometer's gone. And just get rid of that for now. Not that it matters too much. I don't even think I have a spot for, like, Yeah, I don't even really have a spot for the blanks to go. Guess we'll just set that there. The gold nugget in here. And... maybe we'll go for a walk down this way. It looks like there's something sitting on the road. Oh, suspicious marble. That's all for that. There's more I could go that way. Yeah, I don't really know if there's anything I want to do with the... what it is right now. I just want to check, too, if there's a way to see what time of year it is. Because I can't remember how long a full year is in Don't Starve Together. Or Don't Starve in general. I can't remember if it's like 30 days or 36. But we'll just do some exploring since I don't really have, like, anything else I can think of to try staying alive for. Okay, I know the mandrakes are pretty rare. I don't think I want to have one right now. I can't remember what they do. I think there's they can heal you to full health, but I don't think I have any way of actually recovering the black bits of my bar. Oh! There was some beefalo here all along. Because these guys, the manure or the poop there is what we need for a number of items. And like if I was going to try building up my own resource stuff, like say digging up these berry bushes, bringing them back to our place, I need to use their manure to fertilize them to get them growing again. At this point, it's kind of a... Well, there's a couple of things we can at least use. Got a little bit more taken out. Marble sculptures, pickaxe, and a skeleton. Probably not a good sign if you want to mine that. But yeah, I wish I did do more exploring. I would have been able to start growing berry bushes and the grass is just right around our base. Or, I guess more campsite. Kinda hard to call that a proper base, what we've got. And yeah, I think we're basically as full of health as we can go right now. 35 is probably the cap with how little we've got remaining. And there is already sunset hitting. We'll get back to base and then see what we want to do. I don't think I really have any farming I want to try getting done. It basically just feels like the slow, drawn-out end of all things. The motivation to even try doing more is pretty dead at this point, too. Oh, okay, can't put that in there. Guess we'll put that in there, then. We'll try that. Thermal stone will drop. Grab the axe and see just about getting some more wood. Yeah, might as well have this fire pit on the go so we can just chop through the night. Until we probably spawn another tree guard because of our chopping, and then we're stuck going through that again. And we'll get another couple down, then just go back with the shovel and pick everything up. That should at least do us for a couple of nights. Seems like actually the next evening might be a full moon given the little dial that's in the top there. Kind of feel like instead of worrying about trying to plant new trees, I'll just burn the pine cones for fuel, but did not like that sound. I'm just going to probably switch up to get the thermal stone heated up better and see how it's all going. Because, yeah, I don't know what that sound is. I don't know if that's like a sign of winter's almost done, and that's the like signal of the finisher's on its way, or what. Although I'm kind of surprised Wilson hasn't made any comments. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So this is what happens every winter. At the end of it, you basically have this guy show up, the Deerclops, and he wrecks your shit. Quite literally. He doesn't seem to really care about you unless you, like, attack him. But yeah, he basically spawns in somewhere around you, attacks all your structures, chests, buildings, etc. Basically forces a reset on the player, so they have to start close to from scratch all over again. Although, I'm kind of surprised... Okay, well, he's not done yet, apparently, from the stomping. I'm surprised that he left these other things intact as they are. Because most of the times, everything gets wiped by him. I don't remember if he spawns solely at night, or it's like, during like the next morning or something he pops around. But yeah, he's another point of like the paradoxical design of Don't Starve, where it's like, you're trying to build up a base, secure yourself, and be able to, like, just manage your needs so you can do more of the game. But each year, your base will basically either... You can kill it. Of course, I can't kill it because of my lack of skill or that, but it's one of those ones that just feels like it can be a losing battle trying to play. And yeah, just everything here's wiped. He's still stomping around somewhere, so I don't know what he's actually up to. It seems like he's basically finished. I don't know if like they changed him up so that way you're left with like a few basics, but yeah, this is what's left of our base. I'm kind of wondering if it's even worth it to do another episode. It might be the case. We'll just end the series off with that. Like, I think that's basically sums up pretty well how Don't Starve can be pretty ruthless against the player. If you, like, learn how to play, then yeah, you can obviously do better. But it gets to a point where it's like, it feels like it's a really, really losing battle. Yep, and eating the mandrake just put us to sleep. Which I think we're going to die from because... yeah, the cold might kill us here, so... No, it didn't kill us outright. I think it did maybe restore some of our health. And yeah, we're just going to die. We'll let the cold take us and put us out of our misery. I'd love to be better at the game, but I feel like instead of actually playing it to get better, I have to look up guides and auxiliary sources of information to do so. Anybody who is good at Don't Starve and knows the game, I applaud you for having your skill in that with it, because, again, it can be a very brutal experience. Our multiple deaths and skeletons here speak of that. I think that's, what, our third or fourth death now? But yeah, I just wanted to take as like a little breather for the channel, change up the series a little bit before we get into the next big one, and it's another survival craft game that I think is going to go well for October coming up ahead. So we'll probably get into that. I might actually start it at the end of this week, since it's only like these two episodes of Don't Starve together, and go from there. But for now, we will wrap up the series of Don't Starve Together right here. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like Don't Starve Together, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video or episode, though, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.